Hey friends, not a whole lot to report this week, but trying to keep to my Wednesday schedule, so here we go. Welcome back. Yeah, not a whole lot going on here. How about you guys? Basically, got a little restless yesterday. Tried to take the dog up to Lake Pleasant for a swim, and kind of came across something that doesn't really make any sense. So they've closed a bunch of the boat ramps and the parks and stuff along the lake because of the virus, yet they're funneling everybody into one open park. Well, it looks like we might be SOL as far as getting anywhere close to the lake for a swim for the doggo. I went up the east side for a bit, and there's a harbor and like a RV campground area, blah, blah, blah. And of course, that's all like a gated community pretty much. But the road that went past there supposedly goes up to like some sort of center, desert center or something. It was closed. You need a permit or whatever to go up there. So then we came back to the west side of the lake and came up the regional park road area. And you got to pay to get in, and he's got to be on a leash the whole time. So obviously this isn't where we want to go. I was just looking for somewhere quiet to take him for a swim. But this ain't it. There's like a lineup of 4 or 5 cars going in constantly here. I don't want to be around that many people. And since I can't take him off the leash and have him swim, there's no point in paying to go in. So I'm going to go back. I'll show you a little bit of the signs and stuff that are basically letting us know that we're not welcome here. So there's a sign behind us, and basically it's saying that no matter where you go, any entrance to the lake, you have to pay. So the whole thing's a park, I guess, and since it's a park, chances are finding a place for him to swim are going to be non-existent. So today was a bit of a bust, but now we know. We got to the gate behind like 6 other people, and you have to pay. It's like a fee park. It's a regional park on the shore of the lake. I decided, I'm not paying to go in and be around a whole bunch of people. Like, no way. I don't want to be around people anyway, let alone pay for the opportunity. So basically, got to the gate, stopped, read the sign. I don't know what the fee is for like day use or whatever, but there was campers going in, there was boats going in, there was like, and it's like, okay, if you're going to stay open, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever to only have one park open. Like, let people spread out. Hello? But anyways, they're funneling everybody into one area. So there were signs on the road saying all the northern entrances were closed. So I just basically gave up. I was hoping to basically just find somewhere, like a quiet area along the shore somewhere to take the dog and let him swim. That's all I really wanted to do. I didn't want to be around people. I didn't want to, pay for a day or anything like that. It was just kind of one of those things where it's like, let's get out and, maybe find a spot where he can cool off and get wet. But short of driving on a bunch of roads that I don't know anything about, against signs that are telling me everything's closed, I wasn't about to do that. So we came home. And now I'm home. And it's a little breezy outside, so that's why I'm inside. Also, we have a Yahoo who basically pulled up in his RV with his toy hauler and his 3 kids on motorbikes, and they're racing around the camping area. Like, if you're coming out to take the kids ATVing, then go ATVing. Don't race around the camping area. Like, grow a brain. Anyways, as you can see, I have a little bit of cabin fever. Also, I've been looking at the map, kind of considering whether I want to go to somewhere else for like 2 weeks on our way home, other than here, just because I'm bored. But the thing is no matter where we go, it's just going to be another piece of desert or another BLM land or another that kind of thing. And technically, we're not, like I'm not really going to be able to go in exploring or shopping or anything like that. Like, I've put my renovations on hold partly because my job has come to a standstill. So I don't want to spend any more money on things like that aren't totally a necessity. And plus, I don't really want to be, going to Home Depot or anything like that unnecessarily. So those are on hold. I'm working on some t-shirt designs and stuff for the t-shirt shop, but even that, it's still open. It's still live. You can still place orders. You just have to know that production and shipping may be longer than expected because of the whole pandemic thing. People are staying home. I guess staff is shorter in some of the production facilities, the print partners, and that kind of thing. So, and then plus deliveries and shipping are all behind, mainly because a lot of people are ordering more stuff online because they're trying to stay home too. So that said, I'm still working on some designs. Going to put them on the main shop. I'm not going to bother putting them on Etsy yet because Etsy costs money and sales have definitely slowed down since this whole thing started. What else? Rollins is fine. He's a dusty dog. He's laying out in his dirt hole. He does this thing where we get into a new spot, and then if it gets hot, he goes underneath the trailer and digs a hole and then lays in it. So he gets nice and dirty. So I'm always dusting him off before he comes inside. That's his thing. It's cool. And I guess it softens, like the dirt gets soft or whatever too, so it's softer. I tried putting out his bed when I gave his bed away. When I got him, I bought him a decent sized bed. It was a little small for him, I guess, because his legs hung off. But he never used it. He was always up here on the couch, or he'd go lay down on the bed or whatever, because he's a spoiled, rotten dog. And so for a little bit there, when he was like outside, I'm like, okay, well, throw the bed outside, see if he uses it. No, he had nothing to do with it. Even though it was comfy and fuzzy as hell, I wanted to sleep on it a couple times. But yeah. So I gave it away, and now he just digs his little dirt hole, and he's fine. Just trying to think what else is new. Not much has happened in the last week. Like I said last time, Peter and Joan have left. They made it home safe. They're in their 2-week quarantine. I've been researching online places where I can go, because apparently when I cross the border, I need to have an address and a phone number of where I'll be. Well, I live in this thing, so my phone number would be my phone number, and the address is going to be wherever I end up. I think they mean more of like a campground or something. Well, if I'm not working, I'm not paying for a campground, so, I still have to figure the logistics of that part out, but I will. Can't remember if I talked about this or not. I don't think so, but I did brave a drive into Surprise, and I went to Costco and got what I need to get for our trip back home / quarantine time. Basically, I needed dog food. I get Rollins' food from Costco. It's not cheap. I don't buy the real cheap stuff. And it's actually been rated not too bad because it's, less fillers, that kind of thing. So I did get 2 bags, so he's good for like 3 months. And a couple other things. They didn't have toilet paper or paper towels or anything like that, of course, but I stocked up a little bit on some coffee because I go through coffee pretty fast too. I'm one of those guys. It was an interesting experience. I got there about 11 in the morning, and there was a lineup outside about 12, 15 people deep. and it didn't take long before we was inside. And inside was a little crazy. There's still standard Costco, right? People just standing in the middle of aisles looking around, with their cart on one side and them on the other, and it's like, so yeah, got in, got out, got most of what I needed. The most important thing was the dog food, because that's, I didn't want to switch food on them. And yeah, that was my exciting week since last time. So that brings me to my next request, and that's if you're watching this and you have some questions, because I don't really know what to talk about, and I'm not really showing you much of the area anymore because I've been here so long that it's kind of like, okay, you know where I'm at. It's a desert. There's cactuses. There's snakes. What more is there to talk about? But in the meantime, if you have questions, if you want to know about something that I might be able to answer, or something about me, or something about the dog, or whatever, leave them in the comments, and it'll give me something to talk about next video. But yeah, other than that, same old, same old. It's sunny here. It's warming up. I'm liking the fact that I can leave the windows open at night and it doesn't even get chilly. We're soaking it all in, because when we go back to Canada, it's going to be kind of like resetting back to, November. Well, not so much that, not that bad, but yeah, it will be cool. Cool for a few weeks, and then we'll start warming up in around June. So yeah, just a basic little update. Nothing exciting. Hopefully you are all doing well, and I'll talk to you all soon. Okay, bye.
It's like working with a monkey.